It's a new year, so that means new calendars, new goals, and a fresh new start. Well, for some. I remember last year when I asked people what was their New Year's resolution, the number one answer by far was, I don't have one. And it makes sense. Why set yourself up for disappointment when you know that New Year's resolutions always fail? The thing is, it's a new time. Whether it's the pandemic or the social distress marching down our streets, we've been stuck at home for a lot of last year, thinking about ourselves, our lives, and definitely our future very differently. Whether we're in such a good mood to write down New Year's resolutions, we definitely know that something's gotta change. And so in today's video, we're gonna talk about why is it so hard to build new habits, how to make this year different, and be sure to watch until the end of the video where I'll share with you 3 tips on how to make sure your goals happen. Let's go. Hey everyone, it's Jay at Truth Leaders. Welcome back to the channel, helping you build your leadership influence in business and in life. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, and be sure to subscribe. So I remember in high school, I used to be obsessed with planners. I would be so excited to get my new planner for the year that I spent hours working on them with markers and colored pens just to write down all the things that I have planned in my future. The only thing is that there was a problem. It would be the last time I would go to that planner. That would be it. It would be tucked in the corner, out of sight, out of mind. And I would do this for years, one planner after the next. So why was this happening? Well, a study from the University of Duke found that 45% of our everyday actions are just repeated. So essentially, half of our lives are just on autopilot. It's kind of like when you're driving down the highway and you make it to your house, and then you think, how did I even get here? I don't remember my last 30 minutes. Well, your brain automatically works to free up space and minimize effort by creating new habit patterns in the cells of your brain. So without thinking, 45% of what you do automatically happens without much thought. That's why habits are so important. You change your habits, you change your life. Now, we know why it's so hard to break habits. Why is it so hard to build new ones? Well, you've heard of the saying that it takes 30 days to build a new habit, right? You have to do something every day for 30 days before it's ingrained in you. Well, studies show that the hardest part about reaching a new goal or building a new habit is just to get started. So what happens is that our brain visualizes the hardest part of the work in front of us, and then it tries to simulate real work with small, mindless tasks. So you think about like trying to be healthy by running every morning. Instead of getting our shoes on and going out the door, we start really picturing how sweaty and really tired and my legs hurting all day. And then it starts to think about other things that you can do, getting your protein shake together. You know what, let me just see what's on the news first. Oh wait, it's too cold, I need to get a new sweater. Those are all tasks that our brain goes to prevent us from really getting started. So it seems like our brain is biologically hardwired to prevent us from changing and becoming something better. The good news is that people change every day. So we're gonna talk about how we're gonna do it. So the first step is just to get started. So even though it's the hardest part, it's also the most important part. So think about something simple like putting on your shoes and walking out the door. Now, why is that such a big deal? The reason why is because there's something called the Zeigarnik effect. As humans, we are naturally compelled to finish something we start. So it's kind of like being able to finish that last bite or being able to insert that last puzzle piece. We are prone to finish something once we take the first step. So imagine putting your shoes and your workout clothes the night before, and then in the morning, all you have to do is think about putting those clothes on and walking out the door. Just put it on and walk out the door, and then you'll be one step closer to making your goals happen. So the second step is to really focus on the hard work and be realistic. So we talked about how our brain visualizes the hardest part of the work, and then it forces us to do something simpler so we can prevent ourselves from doing it. Well, the thing is that if you take that hard 20 minutes of work that you're gonna do in that day, just really realize that it's just 20 minutes and then you're done. If you can really focus and lean into that, you'll make sure that your body gets the rest that it needs, and then you just go and bang out that 20 minutes. And be realistic. Sometimes we like to think about a new goal or a new habit, and we really want to start strong. So we think about running 5 days a week or the whole every day of the week. The thing is that if you haven't been running most of your life and you start now, 5 days a week may not be realistic, or nor is it maybe healthy. You'll fall out and your legs will start to break and then you won't be able to do it anymore. So instead, think about 2 or 3 days, and now you're just facing 3 20-minute runs. So just an hour of running out of how many hours is that? How many hours is that? 24 times 7. 24 times 7, 28, 14, 15, 16, 168. 168. So, so now we're just looking at 1 hour out of 168 hours of the week. 1 hour for the entire week. And that is a thing that we need to focus on and accomplish. That is much more achievable. And that we certainly can do. And the last step is write it down. Write down your deadlines. Write down when you're gonna do it and just check it off when it's complete. Because what gets measured gets improved. You'll be able to see a realistic progress and know that you're on your way to success. Rather than assuming and thinking, oh, you know what, I did a pretty good day. Why isn't things changing as fast as I would like it to? This will allow you to see what you've actually done and show how much closer you'll be to your goal. Now, I know it's easier said than done. When we think about achieving our goals, the biggest fear that we have often is failure. And if we can't be able to achieve our goals, especially when they're connected to our passion or something that's really important to us, then if we fail, then what else do we have left? The thing is that maybe life is just a series of failures. And the more we try to remove ourselves from this possibility of failure, we're just prolonging our dreams and what we want to achieve. So maybe what we really need is to fall, because that's the only way we can learn to get up and keep running. And if we can do that, nothing can stop us. I hope the best for you and your goals in 2021. If you figured out what your goal and resolution is, go ahead and comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear about them. Also, if you found value in this video, go ahead and click or tap on the like button. Thank you so much. And be sure to subscribe to Truth Leaders for another video just like this one, a step-by-step guide to building your leadership influence in business and in life. If you'd like to watch another video, go ahead and click or tap right here or right here, and I'll see you in the next video.